when you look back at Super Bowl 32 and 33, I want to ask about two guys in particular, one at a time, because I think you had some amazing personalities on that team. And you were one of the best coaches I had. You and Gary Kubiak, who is from your coaching tree, were just great at embracing personalities. What was it like to work day in, day out with Shannon Sharpe?
Well, the one thing that you wanted to do with, your team is you wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page. They understood that it didn't matter if it was the running play or a passing play. We needed 100% effort on every play. And that takes time. That doesn't happen the first day, but it hopefully happens at least over your first season, where people understand the type of tempo that you feel like you need on a daily basis to give you a chance to be successful. And Shannon Sharpe was a guy that could do it all. Now, at that time when I first got here, he was more concerned with passes than he was than runs. But quickly he changed that. We talked about what it's going to take to get to the next level relative to winning the championship, and not just getting to the playoffs, but winning the Super Bowl. And Shannon really bought in, and one of the big reasons why we did win a couple Super Bowls.
Sharpe has a man wide open. You called it. Shannon Sharpe.
Another reason you had a safety who still looks like he can play as well in Steve Atwater. What did you take away from coaching Steve Atwater? What did you know that you would get from him when he played in the game?
Well, first of all, it was easy to see that Steve Atwater had everybody's respect because of his work ethic and how physical he was as a player. So he wouldn't even just hit you. He would light you up.
Blocks during the regular season and one in the playoffs in his career. And Okoye really gets banged back at the 14. And who else could do that but Atwater?
Dan and I talked about this down on the field earlier. He said somewhere tonight there's going to be one of the great collisions when Atwater, who hits like a tank, is going to collide with Christian Okoye.
So he had fear by everyone on both sides of the ball. But I think the reason why Steve was such a great teammate, he handled himself with such class, and he would help other people that were struggling because he was such a team player. He wanted to be such a positive influence on them. And he's one of the reasons why you do win Super Bowls, because you got a guy like him.